Every day, 2, 3, 4. Oh, she is cool and heartless, too bad me forgotten. Just 'cause he's better looking than me, just 'cause he's cool and trendy. I know he's a moron, Gordon is a moron, Gordon is a moron, Gordon is a moron.
David!
Good morning, my much valued personal assistant.
Not your personal assistant, David.
No? Then tell me, when I ask you for something, what do you do?
Well, I usually do it for you, David.
Correct. And in my books, that makes you a personal assistant.
No, I'm your friend, and I know you're not too clever on your feet, so I'll let you stay in that chair.
Nonsense! I'm a world-class decathlete. It's important I train at the right times and rest at the right times to keep my muscles nice and supple and in tip-top shape.
You said you don't need to train, you just need to eat correctly.
And let my talent do the rest. Absolutely right there, my boy. Yes, but I still have to train for my rock climbing and abseiling. My legs are solid as rocks, all muscle and sinew.
And bone.
What?
And bone. You need bones in your legs.
You need bones, he says. 2,000 years my junior, and telling me what I need in my legs.
David, don't be rude.
I'm not being rude, you senseless little Wally. Have you heard him rude?
There you go again. It's like that passive-aggressive tone where you speak about me as though I'm not here, as though you're speaking to someone else. Passive-aggressive.
I'm not aggressive!
You can be very aggressive, David, and, well, you can be rude and a bit of a bully.
I'm not a bully!
Look, I know you mean well, and I think because you've lived for so long, you've picked up so many phrases and figures of speech, you've got a huge vocabulary. Just sometimes you use it inappropriately.
I'm not inappropriate!
Look, if you weren't so little and cute, you know, I think I'd take more offence, but well, it's just a little bit.
Cute! Cute! Me cute! What is this? What are you talking about?
Well, you might not be everyone's cup of tea, but personally, I really like you, and well, I think you're really cute and adorable.
Stop this nonsense! I don't know what it is you're trying to tell me here, Neil. I will be keeping an extra vigilant eye on you from now, my boy. My amplified eye will be all over you. One false move and you'll feel the strong arm of David. You mark my words. Yes.
So when's Gordon Ramsay and his family moving into the studio then?
They'll be here any time in the next couple of hours. They've paid their rent.
You're charging them rent?
Absolutely. Yes. Gordon is to be my nutritionist for 3 months, on trial. Possibly 6 months, if all goes well. I will give him the first 5 digits of my black pudding's contact on completion of 3 months as my nutritionist, and the remaining 6 digits on completion of 6 months.
And he has to pay rent?
Yes.
And who pockets the rent?
I do, of course.
David, you can't sublet this studio out. I thought this was more like a gentleman's agreement where he was going to cook you a few meals, you were going to give him your contact for black puddings, and...
You thought wrong, my boy. Wrong you thought.
So what did you borrow that 500 quid off me for yesterday?
I had to furnish Gordon's corner, and then I'm adding it to his rent.
Well, to pay me back, I hope. Has he got a down payment?
Neil, I will pay you back so long as you keep yourself to yourself. If you encroach on my space, on Gordon's space, or on any of his family's space, I will have to reimburse them for their troubles using your £500.
But David, I was here first. This is my workspace, and you're encroaching on my workspace.
Neil, what have I said about the world not revolving around you and your little games that you play on your computer.
David, I don't play games. That's real work that I'm doing.
Real work. You work for 15 hours as a lumberjack, wearing nothing but a bandana and a pair of ankle socks. Go home to a family of 17 and cook for them all, put them to bed, read them stories, clean the house from top to bottom using your own spit when you're severely dehydrated because your family has drunk all the water and you don't have a running tap. Travel 13 miles on foot to collect a pail of water, having the tiniest sip of it just to wet your palate before returning, making packed lunches for the whole family, getting 1 hour's sleep and then doing it all again, 7 days a week until your youngest is 16 and your eldest is 33. Then tell me you think that you're working, my boy.
Well, regardless of what lumberjacks do or don't do, I'm still working.
If you say so, child.
I can't even see any difference in here. How have you spent 500 quid?
There's a transparent partition to keep Gordon and his clan penned in, but also so that I can keep a very close eye on them.
Well, that sounds extremely intrusive, David.
Neil, he's working for me as a living nutritionist. This isn't a holiday and it's not a hotel.
But he's still got rights.
Gordon's rights are cook me the best foods, don't ask questions, and do as you're told if you want my black pudding's contact, and keep that family of yours in line.
I can't see this ending well, David.
Just stay in your zone and let me get on with my life as a decathlete, landlord, and stargazer.
Stargate?
Yes, stargazer, you buttered croissant.
See you later, David.
Yes, you will. Oh, Emlyn, we are moving up in the world, my boy. We are moving up in the world. Absolutely, yeah.
David, so I've come just to have a couple of words because...
Just a couple?
Just a couple of words, yes, because I've noticed that you're still being very mean to Neil.
Oh, you're not!
You are being very mean to Neil in videos. You're calling him names.
Absolutely
You
not!
know what I'm talking about, don't you?
No, I don't.
You don't know what... all the horrible things you call him and your horrible attitude where you're treating Neil like you own him.
I'm not calling him any... I'm just referring to him as being like these things. So he's a bit like a silly little man.
He is not like a silly little man, and I'm afraid you're just playing with language there. That doesn't alter anything. You're being mean.
He's also like a senseless little man.
And no, he is not at all like a senseless little
A
man.
nincompoop.
It makes it no better what you're saying.
A dunderhead.
Stop it now. Horrible.
Buffoon.
Mean. Do you know, I wouldn't
Jelly
blame...
deal.
No, I wouldn't blame Neil if he decided just to leave you to your own devices. And if you pushed him, you're pushing him away. Do you know that?
I am not.
You are pushing him away.
Neil told me that he finds me cute and adorable.
You are cute and adorable. You are cute and adorable despite your nastiness.
Absolutely.
And I'm not entirely happy about how you treat Emmeline. You know, like poor Emmeline.
Emlyn is right where he needs to be.
I mean, look at him. He's
Under my arm and under my ownership.
No, it's the same thing. And Emmeline's all tied up with his strings. Emmeline's a little puppet. And
He is not.
Yes, he is. He's a little puppet.
He is my son.
Well, yes, and you're a puppet. So it's fine that Emmeline...
I am not a puppet. I'm a 2039-year-old man. 2040 next week, actually.
Right, okay, yes, I realise... Okay, I realise that. But the point still remains that Emmeline also needs to be treated nicely. No wonder he never says anything.
He's just a little bit quiet.
Yes,
He
voiceless.
sings lullabies to me, and he often whispers in my ear at night time.
Right, okay.
Yes.
Right, so we're not going to make this a long one because
No.
I think you probably have things to do, and so do I. But you need to stop being nasty to Neil. Otherwise, I can tell you, he's going to end up just leaving you on your own, and then where will you be then? And if Neil left you and Emmeline left you, you would be absolutely gutted. So I think there's something that you need to do about your behaviour to put it right before it's too late.
The thing is that Neil says that despite me saying these sorts of things, he finds me cute. And that is a little bit unnerving. I'm going to be keeping an extra vigilant eye on him.
You are cute. You're nice and you're small. You're sweet.
I'm the same height as Arnold Schwarzenegger, nearly.
You are not. You're tiny. You're like that size.
I have extremely broad shoulders.
Well, I realised that in a metaphorical sense.
No, in a real sense.
Metaphors can feel quite real as well. I know that.
Gordon Ramsay is
No.
coming very shortly to come and live in the
Right,
studio as my living nutritionist, and you will see how tall I am because I will stand next to him, and you will find that Gordon's quite a tall man, and therefore David is as well.
Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake. So Neil doesn't even call you out on your monstrous fantasies anymore. He just strings you along. When you really like someone and respect them, you call them out on their fantasies. So you're already pushing him away because he's just letting you spin this web of lies. So David, I'm finishing off here. A warning. Be nicer. Be nicer to Neil. Stop calling him names.
Take me for a ride.
I'm not taking you for a ride.
Push me around on the swivel chair.
I'm absolutely not doing that. Don't know who you think I am. I'm not one of your little servants. You get to do your business like poor Emmeline. Yeah. So look at him.
Once I was a Knight Solomon. Yes.
Oh, I don't want to hear any more. So we're going to leave that now.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love, David.
And love, Sue.
And love, Evelyn.